Hey, hey.
Excellent.
We're here today, finally.
Yeah. All right, time to get some learning going.
Yeah, okay.
So what we want first is to see our icon, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like you said, you can just go up here and search it. This is called the dock.
Yeah, okay.
So Serato. And when we open it and it pulls up down there, then you can go down there and tell it to stay there.
Oh, okay.
So we'll minimize real quick. And we can, once it's there, you can right click, options, keep in dock, yeah?
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
And that's it?
And now it'll stay there.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Excellent. So now we got Serato going. Let's fire up the speakers.
All right.
Cool. That's coming to life there for us. And then, okay, so here we are, right? So do we want to start with understanding this guy? There's a lot to do with getting your music. It looks like you got some playlists going. So you're familiar with that, right?
Yeah, I'm familiar with that.
Okay. There's something that I want to do as we go here, but there's a thing called mixed in key.
Mixed in key?
And it's really cool, man. You put your music through it, and it'll tell what tone your music's in, so that you can mix it harmonically. This might be a next lesson or as we go along here.
Okay.
But let's see, Camelot wheel. So this program, you run your music through it, and it will tell you what key your music's in, and put these numbers by it, and you mix in a wheel. So if you have a song that's a 6A, you mix to a 5 or a 7A, or you go down, and it's minor and major, just like music.
Oh, okay.
So every song has like a key that it lives in. You know how like someone was going to play guitar to one of your songs, they would be like, what key is this in, so I can play my song to it. You can run your DJ music through these, and it'll tell you what key it's in, and then when you mix songs that are the same key, they sound like they belong together.
Oh.
So instead of you just like being like, I think this will go good with that song, you know it does because it tells you it does.
That's a good stuff.
It'll take your mixing, it'll take your song selection and your mixes to a much more professional level.
Yeah, because sometimes I'm kind of like bachata. That's different sounds, like the same music, but they have different variations.
The rhythms.
Yep, that's exactly. And when I mix one, I guess I'm doing wrong.
Yes.
And I want to mix a little bit right because
that's part of your playlist, you know. Because getting those types of songs as you run into them, you're gonna want to tag them or drag them. As you practice, you're not just doing it to get better at DJing, but also to get a more advanced library. The more you work with your music, the more that you get a relationship going with it.
No, I got that. I got it. Yeah, you're right.
Right. And so as you go, you want to be able to organize as you go so that you can grab all the songs that sound the same and everything go real smooth.
I have to be a little more familiar at home, right, before I go to anything.
Yeah.
Because otherwise I won't be kind of mixed right.
What's going on? Because at the key, no matter what's going on up there, a key to the good DJ is picking the right songs.
Correct.
Right? No matter what you have.
Because sometimes people come and say, play this song. And if I play in that situation, I will be kind of destroy my plan, what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Some people do it. And some people say in the parties, oh, this DJ don't really, I just hear that.
They're not here for me kind of thing.
Correct.
Right.
Because they thinking that I play what I want,
right.
what I really want for the party, not really for there when they coming and asking for one song.
So a good move is you put down you say, anytime someone asks you for anything like that, because they're going to distract you too. Right?
Correct.
So
correct.
You need to have a notepad out, and you say write it in the notepad, right? And if you really want to have a tip jar, and if they put money in the tip jar, you're going to get that song going on, if you can.
Yeah.
But you could write on that document, that notepad. It could be like, I would love to play your songs. I may not have it. You're welcome to request. you know, and then just put a line and put a heart or something, right? Put a smiley face. And then when somebody's like trying to get your request, like, oh, you know, hey, just look there. And they'll look at it like, oh, okay, I'll write it down, and then they'll walk away.
Some people be drunk,
Yeah.
and that's what I don't like it, because they just kind of, oh man, and this and that. You know,
I hate that. Yeah.
I hate it too.
I hate that.
And especially because I had cables on it. The kids, the little child, they're running through, and that's
Right.
another thing that I don't like it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
One day there was a guy that put a beer
Oh, no.
right here,
Can't
and I
do
said,
that.
hey, can you move it? And he's kind of mad with me. And I try to be, you know, because I want to continue with my
Yeah.
music.
Yeah.
And they destroy my mind, you know, because I just, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's hard, man.
That's-
That's where it's the gig is a big part. You know, when you're out for hire, you know, you get into the circumstances a lot more.
And that's what I normally do it.
Right.
Hire, you know.
Right.
And when people say, if I'm not good DJ because I don't really play the songs,
Right.
if you have this thing that you mentioned, they may be getting upset.
It helps. It's not going to solve it completely because they're drunk. People are drunk.
Correct.
But it helps. You know, it's like, hey, you know, I appreciate requests. I can only do so much. I'll do my best. You know, or like, you know, because they don't have the song ready. If you don't have the song, they don't have the song. Sorry about you.
You know what? Do you know what happened? They sometimes say, "Oh, my
you the phone.
the phone connected," because you know what I mean.
Yeah.
That's kind of like claiming, because if I not do it, sorry, if I say I don't have my playlist, they will say, "Oh man, this and that." They kind of say bad stuff to me, but
I hate that, man.
I hate it too.
That's hard to get around. That's the psychology of it all, you know.
Okay.
And that's where like I only play gigs where I know that won't happen. And that's where you talk to if you talk to the people that are hiring you, and just having say like, hey, you know, what can be frustrating is people coming up to request and get mad. If you could somehow help me control your guests, you know, that would be appreciated and would help everyone have a better time. You know, the more you can give me ahead of time to get, I'll be sure to get. But there's a lot, I can't have every song out there.
Okay, got it.
You know, it's kind of the conversation. Let's see if we can, yeah, cool. So, obviously, you know, one big factor, you were mentioning the different style of music and how it doesn't go good with other styles. And it's the rhythm, right?
Yeah.
You got two things that separate the things you're going to be mixing, the genres, right?
Okay.
And it's rhythm and it's tempo.
Okay.
So the BPM, beats per
That's
minute.
okay.
So usually as you're mixing, do you mix with BPMs? Oh man, that's how you find stuff that goes together. Because they're the same tempo, the same speed, they often sound like they belong together.
And let me tell you, that's my bad, because I'm kind of learning for myself in the wrong way. I just kind of go by.
That's good
here.
though, it teaches.
But I'm not never, and I just see some videos that
Right.
people didn't do it by this.
No, that's
and
critical.
I don't know. I'm honest. That's what I want to
It's going
learn.
to make
too.
it so much better for you, man. You're going to be like, wow, this is easy.
You know what I
See,
mean?
I know what you mean, because when I had records back in the day, you don't know what the tempos are. It doesn't tell you the thing. And you have to listen, it's really hard. And that's like old school, right? So using the computer, this is the value you have using this, is being able to have all your music organized like that. That's what makes it a better DJ from back in the day with the records.
No,
right?
I know.
So definitely want to utilize that. So let's mess around with it. I don't know your library or anything. I don't use this software so much, but obviously I know what to do. So let's load up a tune. And let's make sure that we got some audio happening here.
And all this, I'm kind of complicated with everything. Sometimes with the, if I'm doing too much hiding, I mean, and the power is kind of.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Great thing to call out there. So the EQ.
That's what they call EQ.
Yeah, the equalizer.
Equal.
It's just like the EQ in your car.
That's
Yeah,
equalizer.
high, mid, low. Right. Is all it
Okay.
is. It's your high,
We
mid.
say equalizador. Okay.
Okay.
Just to say in the video,
Yeah.
equalizador. Okay.
Yeah. So, so one thing I was noticing first, though, hear that? As yeah, it sounds like it makes it sound funny. So you want to take that off. It's called key lock. See that right there?
What's a killer?
Key lock. So right now it's changing the pitch. That's what this is the pitch shifter.
And that's normally using for what?
To
rest-
speed.
The
To
speed.
speed it up and slow it down.
But normally it's supposed to be stay right in the zero, right? Where the purpose to have a top and bottom.
That's going to happen when you mix your songs.
Oh, when
So-
I mix it. Okay.
Yeah, so I'll show you right now. So, you know, again, not my necessarily style, but we'll do our best here, right?
Okay, sure.
So the idea is that we want, you know, there's lots of ways to mix songs. Just fading from one song to the next. mixed. You know, like here's
Yeah,
that song, here's
correct.
that song. But then the ideal, really DJing it, is when they're both on top of each other,
Both playing
playing at the same time.
Okay, that's what I hear.
Right.
The music is kind of much better.
The mix,
The
right?
mix is much better.
Right. So in order to get a good mix going, though, they have to be going at the same speeds. Otherwise, they'll fall out of one another.
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
want them
yeah.
to go at the same time. So to get them at the same speed, one song's always going to be a little different speed than the other, and you're going to have to make adjustments to make it slow down or speed up to match it.
Okay.
But you don't want the song to sound weird, and that's what. Right. So we want to turn key lock on. Notice now it doesn't change. You hear that?
When you hit this tempo range, that's kind of this. Nothing happens.
Right, now we'll turn it on. Hear that? Right, now I'll turn it on. Nothing.
Disappear, nothing.
Right, but it still slows down, speeds up.
Yeah.
Slows down, speeds up. You see it go faster. But, yeah, that sounds funky. You want to turn that off. So that always needs to be on.
Always.
Always.
Todo el tiempo. Okay.
Yep, 100 on both sides.
On both sides.
Yep.
En los dos lados. I just want to say some
no
stuff in
worries.
Spanish just
Yeah.
to be record.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. Everything's great. So we definitely want that, right? So now that we got that going on and we got our song, the first thing is we need to, as you're going through and practicing, as you set up these hot cues, that's going to be able to get you to where you want in your song. Right now, this is where your hot cues are loaded and they're empty, right? And these will be lit up when you actually have them going on. So let's start with this song. We're going to back it up. That goes right to the beginning. So quick shot to the beginning. That's how you fast forward, rewind really quickly. Right to the end, right to the beginning. See that? So right now this is off. Let's get that going. Vinyl mode. So we're going to want vinyl mode on so we can touch it. We're not trying to scratch to the audience, but we want to be able to move it around like that, right? So right there is where the 1 is. When we hit 1 now, you see how I just made those little marks? Put it right there, and you can see it lit up now. So now every time you load this song, that's going to light up for you.
Correct.
Okay, so now we're ready to go. Now what's funky about that is we need to be able to be on we want the beats to lock, right? But this has it has a little start before the beat kicks in. So listen. Right? We need that part. So that's where the cue is. So it's important that they're the same speed, but when you hit play on the song and have them match up, you need to be on the beat. So knowing where that's at is important. So start it. We want right, and you can see it on the screen. There it is right there. So to remove this hot cue, shift and touch and it deletes it.
Delete it.
Shift and button and it'll delete. So now that we're on the beat, I'll create the cue just by hitting the button. Now we got.
That's what you have to have binary, right? You
Yeah,
gotta-
just so you can get it where you want.
Otherwise, you cannot really use it, right?
Yep. So if we were to listen to it normally, and this is what separates the DJ knowing how to use the track versus somebody just hitting play. Right, we want the... And what that's going to give us is this. So now we'll get another track, right? And because these are both the same tempo, they're going to fairly sit together well. So I'll just go to the next track now.
This is a different type of.
It is. Let's go to that one. Let's go
So
to-
if you
one
want to
ball up.
move,
Let's do the next one up. So
that's different too. Different kind of music. I mean, different type.
how about that one?
Why you not try to be? Can you delete this one? Can you just choose another one?
Oh, yeah.
Can you just start with merengue?
Merengue. Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
right there, and it start on the top. Why this is when I click in here, when I click number,
Yeah.
if you go like
Oh, this number.
yeah, everything's coming back to the number, and sometimes it's coming when I just do it again, when I go off.
I don't know why those numbers are in there. You really don't even need that in there.
All right,
You can even remove it. See, when you right click, you can take out this stuff. So where's number at? Comment, artist, album added. Oh, I don't need it. I don't even see number.
Oh, it's a right click, right?
Yeah. Huh. Huh. Yeah, you really don't need that one. We can readjust that in a minute.
Okay.
Where'd BPM go? Yeah. Ooh, it's warm in here. That's what we want. We want this. This is the most important.
That's what you gotta be keep all the time. BPM,
Yeah.
right? All the time.
See how I dragged it over? So I'm gonna click and drag it. See if I can do it again. Oh, this one's not on BPM. Oh, weird. That one's just stuck there.
Okay.
We'll mess with that later.
Yeah. Okay. And
So BPM, most important.
okay. Can I just come back to this song? So you can delete that song.
Yeah,
You can start, right?
Yeah.
We can start with this one because I love this kind of.
This is
All
the
right.
flavor.
And all these,
Yeah.
they are from the same genre.
Mm-hmm. So I organize by BPM, and then I see all your other songs that are in that same range.
Yeah.
Going more than 10 difference, so we're at 116, so we don't want to go to 140.
And boom, because
we
we
don't-
will.
you can at some point, but once you go there, you're going to stay there for a minute. You know, it's hard to go all
Yeah,
over
that's
the
what I
place.
say because people will like, you know,
And
man.
that's when they write the request. It's hard, and you got to fit it in when you get there and kind of work your way there, right? So let's start with the song you picked.
Okay, that's
so,
the one that you record during
they already had a mark too, ready to go. Now that was in the middle of the song accidentally.
So you can delete, right?
Delete, yeah. Now we're at the beginning. We'll jump to the beginning, and there's our beginning there. We're gonna hit 1. We'll listen. Looks like that's right at the spot. You want to be able to just like hit it just like that, so it comes in musically. Okay, cool. So now we'll go to the next song right below it, or we'll go to that one and load. Now same concept.
You gotta be click a load for that.
Yeah.
That's really for what?
To put it to the track.
Just that's all.
Yeah. So we're just picking songs and then loading it to the deck. So now we have our other song, and in our headphones,
Yeah.
this is what we're doing next, right?
Yeah.
So we'll do it out loud for a second. Ooh, this one's cranked. Okay, so.
No, lo estamos cargando antes de que entre. Ahí te voy a decir, espera.
So
No,
this
la
one's
cargó
got
ahí.
a crazy intro. So see how that's the part? If you started on the we gotta turn vinyl. You started on the beginning.
It's nothing.
It's gonna be tough to mix. It's basically the lineup will be tough because it's just like it's.
Yeah,
it
it's
comes
it's
in at a
nothing
weird
in the
point.
beginning, right?
Yeah, in your headphones you can't like, well, here it comes. And
Yeah,
get
yeah.
ready to switch, right? So we want to. It's always about finding the cue point, right? So we'll find that spot right where it starts. So now I'm gonna get to that point and hit the 1. Now I'm gonna go like this. See how they play together, right? Kind of thing, right? So now we got our main song playing. You got double headphones.
¿Quién te besará de pies a cabeza?
See if I can listen at the same time.
¿Quién te hará el café por la mañana?
So, let's see, headphones. So we want this to
Dime quién te bañará de besos. Solo yo.
cool. So go ahead and put on your headphone. So we got one listening, one's listening to the mix. Right? So, let's see. Okay, so now it's about where do we hit play. So first, before we even listen, right, we're just gonna get the tempos the same. So when we hit play, we need to get this to say 116.
Oh,
They're not
yeah.
playing at the same time, so they'll drift,
Yeah,
right?
okay.
And see how that's not on 0? That one's at 0. They're supposed to both be 116. So if we go down to 0, 116. So now that they're the same time, they'll play in time. Okay, so yeah, they're kind of locked. So now we can hit sync,
Sync it for what?
lock them.
Lock it.
To lock it. So once you have it where it sounds pretty good, you hit sync and it'll hold it there.
Oh.
Okay, so now
It's gonna touch.
yeah, it keeps them locked. Otherwise, they can have little bits of drift, and you have to kind of fix it. That once you got it pretty good, you hit sync. So it's all about knowing where to hit play on the next song so that they line up well. And this is easier with electronic, with a lot of vocals and instruments, real instruments. It's usually not as laid out as normal dance music.
Okay.
Normal dance music is really like this part, this part, this part. This stuff, because they're telling stories and the vocals, the way they work, it cannot line up super. Maybe as you if you're really familiar with the music, you can feel where these transitions happen.
Okay.
But that's what we're trying to find. You can usually kind of get a visual there. Let's see if we can crank your visibility a little bit. Mixer, library display. I think it's there. Extended. There you go.
That's much better, right?
Yeah, see, I can see a whole lot more. So we want to see what's going on in these tracks here. Keep looking a little bit more. People like this a lot too. You not as much. You like this one?
Kind of confused.
Yeah, I like that extended one.
Where do you like it? That one.
Yeah, that was pretty
Okay,
good.
that's yeah. I guess I have to be more familiar with that one.
You can see a lot.
Yeah, I guess that this is much better. I guess.
I see more that way.
Yeah, you can see more.
So
Definitely.
we can see what's going on with the other track right there. So even without listening, we can tell kind of where we're at, right? And let's keep finding that spot. We're waiting for the moment where it kind of breaks. So we're still waiting in our headphones. We're just keep listening. We're just checking it out. It's ready. Just needs that place. Here it comes. And they're both playing. Hear that?
Well, you can.
Right? So now let's mix back.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
So now we're gonna listen to this song. Right? Now if we want to, we're gonna stop it. You gotta wait for it. Hear how that, you see what I mean? Right? Oh, we're locked in.
Yeah. I see it.
¿Quién te besará esa cabeza? ¿Quién te
That was awesome. Yes, that wasn't hard. So see how that worked really well, right?
Yeah.
And all it was about is them being in the same tempo, and because you had them separated by genre, they already were meant to play together. And then we got their tempos lined up so that they both were the same speed, and we could see that they were the exact same speed. And once we had that going, it was just about finding where do we hit play. This song mixes well into this one, so we got that going. We'll have you try it this time. So we can listen out loud too. Here it comes. Right? You hear that zoop? You gotta hear that spot. That's where you hit play. Hear that?
Why now do you play? Do you have this one right here? Like you have this kind.
Yeah.
How I know people know the next song is coming, right? It's good. That one.
Yeah.
That's what I have.
You hear that? You hear that?
Yeah,
You can do that too. There's all kinds of tricks, right?
Yeah,
so
that's.
then there's ways to drop in and out. And so like while you got the two different going, we'll get it going again. Okay, so now that they're going, you could drop the bass out of that one. That's where the EQ comes.
Oh, okay.
So now you got bass over here, but the vocals over here. That's when you turn it up so it sticks out a little bit. Oh, I turned the wrong one. There we go, like that. So bass over here, up on the wrong one. Kind of thing, right? So you switch.
But see, that's what I have to be. practice a little bit more because that's kind of killing me, you know.
Just lows, mids, and highs. Man. You know, so this is the highs. You just have to think of it as the. Let's play with it. So. Okay, I'm gonna pause. So back it up. Oh yeah. Lows. Just bass. Just vocals. Drums. Right? Just the high parts. So when you want that to stick out, you have that, you turn that up a little bit. You never really go past like that.
Never, right?
Just a little notch. Just to make it stick out a little bit. And then once it's in all by itself, then you're gonna go back to zero. Go back to the middle. So you might, when you're mixing, you might make it poke out. But then once it's done with the mix, put it back to normal kind of thing, usually. So highs, mids, here's the lows, right? Now, takes out the lows. That's the same thing as just going like this kind of.
Loads, okay.
It's kind of the same thing, it's just easier. And it sounds a little bit cooler. Right? Then now it just takes out the highs. It takes out this part. That's all it's doing. And now it's just the lows. Right? So when you're mixing, if you want just the lows on this side to play, then everything else playing over here, then you can do something like that, or you can do something like that. See how that's the clean version, and this one's like. See how it's a. Has more of a sound effect. While this way is just clean. It's just there's no so it's just super clean. So if you want it to sound like ooh, here I go, then you use this. If you're just doing like a normal mix, then you're just like doo. So let's get no bass, right? Go back to the beginning here. No bass. Bass over here. We'll do just bass. Bass from somewhere else, right? Whatever, you know, it just makes, that was a fine mix. It wasn't a spectacular one, but there's lots of ways to do it, right? So usually the EQ thing, switching back and forth, just being fancy, you know, just getting them to be locked and sound good going from one to the next. That's all that matters.
That's kind of confusing, the sync.
Sync is not, you don't have to use it. Shift sync makes it go away.
And sync is really the purpose for.
Let's watch it in action again. So now we're not synced,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
You know how another good way to, well, you know, let me do this right now. Another good way to see this working for you, man, is to play when practicing, mix the same song together.
And
You
same
can
song.
hear it very well mixed up, right?
Same song.
Yeah, exact same song. So load, back it up. Okay. So see how they're like lined up? That's the kick drum stuff. Right? And you see it, you can see it. And so they're just staying lined up. But right? You see how they can start to drift a little bit? It's just a small little difference. See those little lines not gonna line up? So when we hit sync, it just, you see that little scoop? All it does is just locks it. It knows that these little drum beats are there, and it locks them on top of each other so they play together.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's just locking them together. So if we take that off again, they can start to shift a little bit. It's real tiny, but we're just keeping it locked. So they'll start to fall away from one another. If we hit sync though, it just glues it. That's it. So it's like It's like if you were nailing a board to a wall and you just
that's-
like kick. That's like when you're getting it ready. And then when you're ready to be like, pop, you hit sync. You're done. It's locked. And then you can do whatever and not worry about keeping it in time.
Okay.
Back in the day, you had to be like,
Perfect.
you had to touch it to keep, because it'll drift, and you had to like touch the record and stuff like that. Now we can lock it with sync. You just got to make sure you take it off. When you hit sync, it's going to sync this deck to that deck.
That one to this
When
one.
you hit sync over here,
This one to there.
yes,
If you hit both at the same time, then.
I don't know what would happen. It's meant to take this one to that one or this one to that one.
Oh, okay.
Cool. So cool. So let's try that. So let's have you. If we were playing these songs from the beginning, right? We would go to the beginning of the song with our tracks. They already have the cue points made because we put those there. But notice that. Yeah, see how it's right on the spot already? Where if we hit play, the song actually goes like this. Right? This part doesn't come for a second.
Just like this.
Yeah, and that doesn't help you mix how we were locking in like that. That's what we want, which is what we already have ready. Right? Right? So that's just how you know it sounds good. You're just testing it. When you're ready, you can just hit play, restart.
That's the hot cue, right?
Yeah, just restart it. Restart. And we're waiting for the good moment to let it go, because in the middle right now. Restart. There, that was where it was, right when it changed. So now we got two songs playing. Right? Back and forth, back and forth. So you know how I was like da 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 boom, right? And that's because of where we hit play at. If we hit play in the wrong spot, it won't go like da 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 boom on the other song. They won't bounce back and forth. That's where you got to wait for that and go kind of feeling, right? And it's just like in music. 1, 2, 3, 4.
No.
You know, just like a drummer's like 1, 2, 3,
boom.
you know, and you go. It's the same moment of when you hit play. And when I figured that out, it like made me such a better DJ, man. Because that's like at first you're like, where do I hit play at? You know, and you're usually like waiting for the end of the song until you're at the last little blit. Then you're like, you know, hit play. This lets you hit it wherever you want as long as you find that right moment. So here it comes. Oh, there's tricked us, right? That's really cool. Boom. Right? It's giving you all those cues. And see, the thing is when people are dancing, that's what they're listening to too.
Yeah.
They're like, and everybody's like, yeah, da 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 da, and then boom, right? And everybody starts dancing, and that's what you're doing. You're dancing with the music, da 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 da, and just like everybody's ready to dance on that spot, you're hitting play.
And then they go.
Right, and then it starts mixing. And they don't necessarily they don't have to hear that part up loud. You're doing it in your headphones, make sure everything's good, and when you're ready, you start bringing it in. And you're gonna start light, bringing it in small, maybe having it back a little bit so it's hiding, and then you start to make that one hide and that one take over and become the dominant one. So you're just kind of slowly fading them into each other until that da-da-da-da-da-da, boom, kind of thing.
And you just hit it like this very quickly, right? Like
Yeah,
this, because you
case.
are.
Remember, you're dancing, so it can change per the song. Some songs it'll just be like a slow fade, you know. Some songs you're just gonna end. Some songs you're just gonna like fade out, like that, and just bring it down. It's all depending on how the songs go together and what happens, and that's you kind of build your arsenal of tricks, and then you put them together as you hear the songs do it. Right? That's where the fun comes. So. Also, what you notice that we did, to listen in our headphones, you notice how we were only listening to the one we're bringing in.
Correct.
That's where this thing goes. If that thing's in the middle, now you're listening to both. You're listening to what's out loud and what's in your headphones, and that can get confusing. You want to listen to only what you're mixing in. So that's what see how that says cue? That's what we're doing, is we're cueing it up. Cue, cue, cue. That's what we're doing. So it's saying that we're only listening to what we're bringing in, and that's what you're selecting here. So right now, if this song's playing, and we want to hear this song, So see, you hear nothing in your headphones. If I turn that up, now you're hearing both sides. If I hit play here, we want to hear just this.
I don't hear you.
Let's see. Oh,
Okay.
so if it's like that, now we're hearing both, right? Easier to, it's much cleaner. Oh, okay. We should be hearing the master right there. Oh,
We wouldn't push the.
yeah. Let's see, we should still hear that.
She need to use the restroom.
Oh, sure. It's just the first door on the left down there.
La primera dog. The dog is okay.
Yeah, she's fine. I just didn't want her to bother you.
El primero que está a la izquierda, la puerta.
Okay, let's see. Why is it? Right?
You got to be have on this kind of.
If you want to hear what's coming out loud, you really only want to hear the individual channels.
Yeah.
That's just there to hear what's going out to the audience. But you can already just take your headphones off and hear that.
Okay.
So sometimes it's like, say your speakers are in front of you, right? And then you can't hear very good. Then it's hard to tell what's going on, to get that, like, you're trying to mix it in your ear, listen to what you're bringing in and listen to what they're hearing. But if the speakers are in front of you, you have a tough time hearing the mix. So that's where a monitor is really good, like a speaker facing just you. You got the audience has theirs, and the DJ always has one for him. So he can listen in his headphones to what he's mixing and listen in the other speaker to what the audience hears.
Because I have just two.
Yeah, you just get a small one. You just
a little one.
Yeah, you can get there's one for $130. You can just get a little speaker that you can put right next to you. That way you can. I mean, heck, man, it would. If your QSCs would be so loud, this ain't gonna do it. But if you just had a little Bluetooth speaker,
They can help it too.
just something that you can put next to you, because on here there's another jack to go to your monitor. Let's see where that is. I just saw it. Crossfade. Master headphones. Oh, it's right here. Booth monitor level. Yep. So this is your headphone volume.
Okay.
This is your monitor volume. That's when you have another speaker facing it.
That one.
Yeah. Right now it does nothing. There's a jacks back here that go just to the DJ speaker.
Oh, okay.
And that's what the booth is. The booth is for you in the DJ booth. Right?
Okay.
So you could have, there's another connection back here to go to that DJ speaker in the booth.
So I can hear much better.
Yes, and it'll be just for you. And that way you don't have, because otherwise you need to do that. You need to be able to hear what they hear, and you have to listen to the headphones, and that's really hard. It gets messy, and you can't hear very clearly what's going on. So when you have a speaker just for you, you can make it so it's not too loud just for you. It's just the right volume.
And that don't have to be hit this.
No, and then that won't have to be active. The audience won't have to. You won't have to turn up or turn down
okay. That's just
you,
for me.
Just you. So you can give yourself more, you can give yourself less as you feel in the middle of the set, and that master just stays the same, just bumping for the audience. That's for the audience, that's for you. That's to choose the mix inside the headphones. What are you hearing? And you want it on cue. Then you're just choosing what you want to hear. You can hear more than one at once. If you want to mix 2 tracks in with one playing, you can hear 2 at once, whatever. And you, instead of hitting master, if you want to hear the track, like if that song's playing and we want to hear that song, you can hit them both and listen to them both. Cue, you're listening just cue. So then you don't want to hear what they hear, you just take it off. So that's how you choose what goes to your headphones. And then, so like this thing, that can be a little crazy, like we were doing a minute ago. Right, so we're going between the 2 sides, right? But what can happen is that, See how it drops the volume right there? If you're not paying attention to this thing, you cannot see where it's at, and it can be. See how it turns it up? So usually I just have this thing deactivated. People mix with this, but
That's what I see. People mixing, right?
This is more of like, you know, if you're scratching like that, because you're like, listen. But it's a thing, but I turn mine off.
You know really how you turn off?
You just put this in the middle, and that means nothing. It's probably easier that way, because otherwise you mess up and accidentally hit it, and it causes problems. Yeah, so you just mix like this. Same thing. It's just a different way to do it. But I never do that. Most people don't, unless you're doing. It's just a different way to DJ, you know. So I wouldn't worry about it, and that's just what these do. They just choose where it goes where.
So this is when they say A, and A is for this.
Yeah, A. Yep. So if we wanted, so now it's on B, so it's over here. If we wanted to go to A, now it's on A. Turn it in the middle, now it's nothing.
Same thing for this.
Yep, all of them. There's nothing playing, but yeah.
Oh yeah. Got it.
Yeah.
I got it.
See, it's now that one's still playing because it's in the middle. Yep. Cool. So good stuff. Good stuff. Let me see you. We got the cue point set. I'm gonna get rid of these extra ones. Shift, delete. Cool. And it's the same song right now. Okay. So pause. When you first load that song up, it's gonna be at the beginning of the song. So it's your first song of the set, right? So the audience, you're like, play. And so maybe you want to start it there when it's the first song, but when you're mixing it, you need to be at that spot, right?
Yeah.
So now in our headphones. So now we see that they're the same tempo. We hear it sounds good. So now we're just trying to find the spot. And now that you know it sounds good, you just got to hit play. And because it's about to go da 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 da.
Same song, just wanna be in the starting, right? Like,
yeah, just so you can hear them sync. You can hear it really easy. Now we're ready. And now because we know it's good, sync. It's locked.
a lot.
Now we're good. Whenever we're ready, we can start to sneak it in. And because we know it's good, we can just start listening out loud. Right? We got the bass turned down over here. And now, because we got both songs, check this out. Staying locked, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
So that is the core, man. Like just doing what we just did there, you would just go through your music and make sure every one of your songs, you're gonna do that on the fly. Because you're not gonna have played every one of your songs before, right? Or put that button down there. But that is your first move. So let's start with choose another song.
Okay.
Try again, right? And this time we'll do two different ones.
Okay.
Okay, so we're organized by BPM. We're gonna go up to a different tempo.
Oh wait,
Always.
see why the bottom don't have BPM? It's in right in the bottom. Can you just go down?
Oh right, it's because those songs haven't been analyzed or it doesn't know it. So let's load that song. Once it reads it, because it's reading it for the first time, it usually will give you a BPM. And check this out. Yeah. It might be having a hard time guessing it. Sometimes it's not smart enough. You know, it looks like it's struggling. And that's where there's programs like that one I was showing you that actually can be used to help you find the tempo, you know.
That's what I call tempo, right?
Yeah, tempo, BPM, beats per
BPM.
minute. BPM
beep.
is beats per minute.
Beeps.
Yeah, how many beats are in there? Which is the 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the beats. How many? And then you're hitting on the downbeat. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. That's the downbeat, they say. So we got a new song. We'll go grab. Now we'll go to the ones that do have tempos. Here's 133. This one's 132. So they're slightly different. First step is I'm gonna have you help me find it. We got to find that place that is the cue point, right? So. So back to the front. You hear that? We don't want that right in the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bow. Right, that's what we want. 1, 2, 3, bow. Right, so we got to go to that spot. There it is right there. So that's what we want. So we get right there, get rid of that one, and mark it. So we're good. So that one's at 0, 133. Without even listening, we can see that this one's at 132. It's not going to work. So I can bring it up, and that's 133.0. 130. So I did move that. So see, usually on 0 is that. So now, without even playing, I can put it up so that they match. Now they're the same speed. So now we got to find that same thing over here. While that's playing out loud, we'll put on our headphones. And so we'll go back to the beginning.
We listen both, right?
Yep. Well, we're just listening. Oh, yeah, you're right. There you go. So. Oh, wrong. And see, this is tough. They don't sound great. It's like tough. So maybe I'm going to go to the next song and see how it sounds.
That's why it has to be played before.
It helps. But like, it's okay to do that on the fly. They're listening and you're working. Yeah, it's where like, don't talk to me. I'm picking my song, you know?
Sometimes hard, you know.
It's like, trust me, please, you know? Okay, so let's back it up. That sounds cool. We'll try it. Hot cue. Now, again, not in the same speed. That's first step. Good. Now we're listening. Now we can see too. I'm not even listening. I'm just listening out loud. I'm listening to this song. I know that's ready, so I'm just waiting for that moment.
You're just waiting, right?
Yeah. Because it sounds like it's just so much happening. We want the do-do-do-do-do.
Yeah, that one, right?
Right? Okay. Sounded like we're in there. Oh. That little drop's great, right? So maybe we want that. That sounded really good. So we're going to go right there and set that as number 2. We want right there. It's right where the guitar starts. Right? We'll go there. We're going to delete, shift, delete, set it. Now we're just waiting. We can see what's going on. Cool. Oh, that was it. Yeah,
That's
sure.
it, right?
Yeah, right? And we can still locked. Right? Let's do it. That's awesome. You know, whatever. Do a little bit of vocal in there. They're still in time.
That's very good, right?
Right. But you're done with it. We switched. Let's pick another one. Let's go to the one that didn't work very well. Load that up. Our cue point's already ready. Ooh, that's tough. That song's hard. That song's hard. Pick another one. Let's go to this one.
Okay.
You know what else can work too, Gustavo? Oh yeah, we gotta give him the same speed. I was like, why isn't that working? First
The
that.
speed, right?
Yeah, always that. It's getting a little, the sync being on is causing problems, I think. Something I want to try is there's nothing stopping us from doing this. So nothing playing. Okay? And when the moment comes, I wasn't ready. But da 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 doosh, and you can just hit play, right? Da 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 da. Instead of hitting play and trying to mix them, you can be like da 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 boom, and switch,
Okay.
right? See if we can get it going.
That's another way, right?
Yeah, exactly. So, right? So da 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 da. No, you know, you switch, right? If you do it at the right time, the do-do-do-do, bow, then that can be cool too.
Okay.
Okay, so we're getting somewhere.
Yep.
So we got our EQ, we got the filters. You were hearing the.
That's the filters, right?
Yeah, they're very good. That's very helpful. Just to take out that bass or take out the highs. And that's usually you're taking out the bass. Because the bass on top of each other gets muddy. It can sound gross.
Okay.
So usually you're going the right way.
Okay.
We know our cues are getting us our headphone. First thing is we got to get the tempo the same.
Tempo.
Yep.
Yep.
And we do that with our shifters here. The song is meant to be right at 0.
Meant to be.
Yeah, the song is naturally.
It's supposed to, right?
It was originally that way.
We just put it the way that we want.
Yeah, and so and that's okay. But just know that if you're feeling like it sounds a little different than it usually does, it's because you might have it moved a little bit. And don't forget to always have these in active.
Both.
Right.
I mean, in both sizes.
Yeah.
Vinyl and the tempo range, correct?
Yeah,
Where is? Okay, go ahead.
I was gonna say, don't always worry about sync. It's
Don't worry about it?
It's not a must. Sometimes, like, it caused me a trouble there just a second ago because once I hit it once, it stayed on. Even when I put a new song on it.
And stay on.
Right. And I need to, once I get done with mixing this one in, I need this one to sync over here. But because it's still on, it's still trying to go that way. So you have to constantly turn it on and off. Constantly.
Gotta pay
on.
attention.
Yeah. So it's like something to pay attention to. So it can be kind of more trouble than it's worth, but it's there to help you when you need it. You just got to remember to turn it off.
Okay.
Okay.
What about with this hot cue has all these 8?
Yes. I want to talk about the pads.
Yeah. Why 8?
So the hot cues. Why have more, right? Because right now we're just using the beginning. So we'll get our. So it can be kind of musical. So if we were to find, if we're practicing, and we go to, you know how we were, ooh, right there. Another one. So you know how we were waiting for the moment? Well, we can just put that moment where we want and jump right there. So in the beginning, we're going.
That's really for the starting when we want to mix, right?
Yeah, it's like it's getting where you want quickly.
That's pretty much, right?
Yeah.
You have like 8 options, like.
Yeah, just wherever you want. So like the end of the song is usually good, middle and end. You don't have to fill all 8 by any means.
Yeah,
Most people don't. But if we were to go to say the end now, to the outro.
Yeah.
Right? So all those cool parts that you want to get to quickly. I'm just finding the end here. Of course, you can see it, a little marker. Probably pretty outro. Yeah, it's getting ready to end, so we want to get a little bit of that. Right there. So now we got the end of the song, and maybe for your mind, you always put the end of the song on the last one, right?
I can do it that way too?
Yeah, so I'll delete that one and put it there.
Oh, okay.
So now every time you load this song,
That's kind of hard for my son, and this is kind of the second part. I
Yeah,
can say.
it's telling you without looking that that's my end. That's my beginning, that's my end, and maybe this one's the middle always, right? So now we got the, and when we want, so we're all the way in the front right now. Now we're ready. Couldn't even tell that we just switched. Do-do-do-do-do-do. And now we're all the way at the end now. And then back to beginning.
They don't know to.
Yeah. Right? So now when we're ready to mix in our new song, we load it up, we hit play, get it to the same tempo, end. Now we got it at the same. And here's something else. Loop. Now we're at the end of the song, and so the song doesn't end, we can make it longer. Look.
Why is longer?
Just so, what? So now we just got the end of the song, so it doesn't end on us. So we're trying to get our mix ready, right?
Why do you use a lot?
This is, look.
Oh, bring you use lower.
Yeah.
Up and down.
Which can be a cool effect. Like, woo! Kind of thing. So it's a fun thing. You just turn it off. So you can usually get that set how you want.
When they say in and out, what does that mean?
That's to make it custom. So that's auto. So we're gonna jump to our spot. Watch this. And in, and it's building it. Out.
How you really want to put wherever spot you want to pick.
Yeah, now it's gonna do that over and again.
And the spot that you really pick.
Yeah, it's custom.
Custom.
Yep, and then if we hit it again, it goes, let's see. Shift.
Custom is personalizado. I just tried to be safe for my note.
Yeah. Cool. Right, even though the song's gonna end, we're ready to get it going again. This gives us time to get our song ready. They're in the same tempo. Jump back to the beginning. I would find in my headphones where the spot, I can probably tell that that's the first part.
Ok, apágame esa máquina.
Vecina, llegó Quinito.
Que me apague esa máquina. Pero yo la apagué.
Vecina, llegó.
Ok, apágame esa máquina.
Vecina.
Ok, apágame esa máquina.
Vecina.
Ok, apágame esa máquina.
Vecina.
Ok, apágame esa máquina.
Vecina, llegó Quinito.
Que me apague esa máquina. Pero yo la apagué.
You know, whatever, you're ready to go. Oh, that's the spot right there. Oh, watch this. So we're gonna get that spot.
You know already because the color, right?
Yeah, and I get it.
But you can see by the color too, right?
It
It's
helps.
kind of.
Yeah. So that I can just, and as you practice, you can be like, oh, these go great together, right? So I'm gonna set that right there for a second, and then we're gonna go back to the beginning, and
Que me apague esa máquina. Pero yo la apagué.
we got them going.
Ok, apágame esa máquina. Ok, apágame esa máquina. Ok, apágame esa máquina. apague esa máquina.
Right? That was sweet. So
Ok, apágame esa máquina. Ok, apágame esa máquina.
check out that beat. That beat's making it messy.
Pero yo la apagué.
It's kind of cool, but it's a little messy.
And you have both in the same volume.
Yeah.
That's kind of not really like making people like you don't know what you're doing.
I wasn't ready.
Apágame esa máquina. Que apague esa máquina.
Right? It's super cool. Right? Let's do that again. It's a good mix.
Ok,
So like as you practice, you're like, oh, that sounds great. So now you remember that. You write it down.
But you do it one more time. But why did this song is still on and we cannot really hear it? Why? Because I just hear this one.
Oh, because I dropped it down.
Oh, you was you doing it again one more time?
Yeah. So.
You wasn't.
Oh well, the song ended. The song
Oh.
ended. Yeah. See, we set it up at the end.
Okay,
And
got it.
that's why we're
That's
ready.
why it stopped.
Because like say, that song's long, and like we get to the good part, now we're bored. Right? We're waiting.
Yeah, for the next
I
one.
want the next one, but we're ready to get there. So people are, here we are at the beginning, and middle, so we're going. We want to get to the end, right? So we're ready with this great mix. And now we know it's coming. I'm watching, waiting for
Yeah,
that.
I see it.
que me apague esa máquina.
Right? Sweet mix, yeah.
I got it.
And you see how we can do it over and over again? It is something you can practice. A lot of times when we practice, it feels like, oh, how'd I do that? How'd I make that? That sounded cool. How do I do that? As we set these moments, now we have
That's
control.
helping a lot. That the hit cues really a lot of help.
Now we can get anywhere we want, right? And we don't have to wait for the song. We're not at the mercy of it. It doesn't own control of what happens because we do.
That's not really on the old fashioned. You can really see this, right?
Oh, not at all. Yeah, that's where they had to pick up the needle and drop it.
That's kind of
Yeah.
more.
Oh yeah, way hard, way hard. Yeah, and that's see how that says needle search, because that's what you're doing is dropping the needle in different parts of the record. You're going drop, 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 drop. It's like putting the needle down.
That's good to have it too, right?
So now we got our cues, and then the rest are just effects, to be able to-
Effects.
yeah.
Everything's really effects.
Yeah, just have fun with. So we got to roll. This is just timing. So we're just walking up. Longer. It's the same thing as this button. See? That's another good loop, right?
Yeah.
Right?
That's what you.
Now again, smaller. Right? And if you're really ready, boom! You hit the button, right? So we get our other song. Right? Kind of thing. So,
Yeah. But you gotta be just doing the practice to be feeling good to be doing the change.
Yeah.
Because if you have that song and if people is just dancing and you hit it wrong, that's when you are going to destroy the
Yeah.
show. You know what I mean?
yeah, of course.
That's because the practice is really like I have to be doing a little more definitely.
Yeah.
With this kind of extra, stuff this system have it.
It can make you go further, and it's not like, the thing is too, is that you may be practicing getting good at those mixes and doing what we were just doing, but you're also building the library. You're getting all these moments set.
In this moment, I have to be set up in home.
It's better.
It's better to be
Otherwise,
doing
you're like trying to listen, people are talking to you, drinks are around, so you're like listening really hard. That's where you need that monitor. So you're going to be sweating harder and trying harder if you don't have it ready. When you know what you're going to play and you know like that you got great mixes, then you're ready.
Yeah.
And see, these also, that feeling of getting bored, that's when people are coming up and saying, hey, give me something else. We've heard this. I'm ready for the next song.
Yeah.
If you can keep it moving, like song, 2 minutes. Usually a song you can see 4 to 5 minutes long.
2 minutes is enough, right?
2-3 minutes maybe.
2.5.
Yeah. Depending on how good it is. If it's a great song and it goes up and down, then maybe you want to listen to the whole thing. But usually I'm only playing like 1 minute and 32 minutes of a song. you know? And then you're not even playing the song all the way through. You're playing this part of the song, that part of the song, that part of the song.
So see this, for example, the BPM, these two they match good, right? Means they go in the same.
They're gonna sound like they belong together, yeah.
That's good. But like 128 can mix. Yeah, can mix the same.
Anything within 5 is gonna be fine. Anything within 10, you're pushing it, but it's gonna work.
It's always you gotta be adjustment, right?
Yeah. Let's do one that are pretty far from each other.
Okay.
Okay.
Like see that one that you have. Yeah, that one.
So we're at 130?
Versus 120. Yeah, that one.
That one?
Number 2. Yeah, that
Cool.
one.
Load. First step, they got to match, right? So that's what they hear. Hit play. So we got to get. It's helpful just to go ahead and get our spot ready. Hot cue. Cool. Now we got to make them match. So bring it all the way up. There it is.
Right there.
Now look at that.
Oh my goodness.
All the way.
All the way down.
Sounds good though.
That's why you think.
I wanted to try it. Didn't sound good yet. I don't know. That one's hard. I was
I
trying.
usually bring down very quickly.
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
only see your finger here.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm just not used to this music. That's gotta learn it. I don't know if that's a good spot to hit play on or not.
But you can really see, like I say, in this spot, right? If it's high.
Might even be right there. That was hard. Trying to find that spot to start with, otherwise it won't lock, you know? God, it sounds like it's there. So if it doesn't sound good together, you know, maybe it's time to pick another song, right?
Yeah, I got you.
So let's try another one.
See, some they have very low. See, 120, 122, 124.
Right. This one sounds better. So we got 0.10, so we need to make a small
Okay.
adjustment.
Yeah.
Okay, back to the beginning.
Oh, that has a good sound. I mean, I can.
Yeah. Right, you can tell, right? Oh, it's nice. Yeah, it sounds good. Now we're just waiting. Even though they're hearing that, they're like, "Oh, what's he doing?"
And that's a good thing that I gotta be learning to keep doing like you're doing, because you don't really hear the difference.
Right.
You have the same volume.
Right.
That's what I wanna know
Yeah,
too.
kick it back just a little bit. Oh, it was right there. So it's tough. Oh, there's the end. Here it comes. You know,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And it's like we were like looking for that moment. You got to know, like, not to rush it. So we waited all the way till the end hit, and it was dude.
Yeah,
you
I
know?
got it.
And
I
we were
got
just getting ready the whole time, waiting for that right spot. And as soon as you hear your headphones, like, oh yeah, there it is.
That's what I
Then,
do, guys.
then you're locked, right? So you're trying to find that moment. Sometimes you're wrestling and
Yeah.
that's that work up there. You know, that's when you're like, oh man, he's really into it right now, and you're just trying to find that spot, feel it. Once you got it, you're.
Yeah, no, I got you. That's good thing. That's that's so good. I like
So
it.
we have some other tricks that can
Okay.
help us get some good things going. We're gonna use that same example if that was tough. So this is one of those songs that song was tough to find the good spot to mix in, right? Mm-hmm. So this song was especially tricky. So this would be one of those instances.
Vecina, llegó Quinito.
Sometimes you might want to jump back to the beginning of the song to find the best place to mix. Right there. This is a great part of the song.
Llegó.
That one spot, right? So back to hot cue.
Ok, apágame esa máquina.
Vecina.
Yeah. So like say that we're all the way back here. Right, we're jamming. But we want to be able to mix our song. So maybe. Now we're back to the beginning. You're just riding with it, you know. But what can be helpful is this part up here. Okay, so you can put echoes on there. And
The echoes.
Yeah.
The echo. Dame la cervecita, mi amor. Permíteme.
Yeah, the echo is nice. So to control your effects.
Ay, quiero apuntar. No, está bien, está bien. Los ecos. Espérame, amor.
Let's zoom in for a minute. To control the effects, you gotta hit this little top button here. And that'll open up your effects point.
Toma, mi amor. Dame la cervecita, me han traído.
En serio, yo no la tengo.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay, so we want to be able to utilize these controls at the top. They have our effects in them. So echoes and delays and things like that. So to make these work, we have to hit this little effect button up in the software. When we hit that, the effects section opens up. And now we can choose what's on what knob. I'll show you what I mean here. Okay, so see how there's right now it's in a
What do you click? What do you click first? I mean, before
you just click this little effect button.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
And all we're doing is just setting these up.
Okay.
Once we've set them up, we don't have to do it again.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, there's two different modes. See these buttons here? Mm-hmm. This is more in-depth mode. We want the one that says 3, like that. It's telling you both sides. You got 1, 2, 3 knobs right there. See, as we turn them, they turn.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. All right, so they're on the screen like that. And we want this little icon there so we can have 3 different effects. So over here we have echo, right? Mm-hmm. We'll go ahead and put echo on this side too. So we're just gonna.
Always gotta be matched?
You don't
No.
have to.
No?
No, you could have 6 different ones.
Okay. Oh, 6. Okay.
Yeah, or you can be like, this is this one, this is that one. It makes it a little bit easier to think about, okay? But see right here where it says effects? Mm-hmm. That's telling us that where we want them to come from. We can have these sides be controlled here, or we can have these sides, so we're telling it, let's go here, yeah. So we're telling it where the effects are coming from. So let's turn that on. So if we turn that on, hear the echo? Mm-hmm. Really helpful. So if we turn it off, nothing. Now the timing of the effect is coming from this final knob here, the beats. So if we turn it on faster, here's a really long one. It's a really long echo. We should make it smaller. Make it smaller. See how fast it gets? Making the echo longer.
So where's really the good point?
I
You
like-
pick.
Yeah, you're really not gonna mess with too much. I like that one. Maybe this one's better. Yeah. Yeah, I like that one.
Why this is has a 1, 2, and just 1 and 2?
Yeah, that's where you can affect it on both sides. So right now, if I have 1, look, nothing happens. I hit 2 because
Oh,
it's saying it's getting it from here.
so it's better to be used just like this.
Yeah, so you'll be like
Then
that.
here this side.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And now the effect won't be on unless the button's pushed. So that can go, the knob can be up. That way you don't have to go like that. You can just have the effect up. So it's ready to go. That's a quick way out, right? Tired of the song, you want to switch. So let's try this again. So we got that spot ready to go. Bring that down. It's going. Right? Let's try it again.
Ok, apágame esa máquina.
On. Right?
Got it.
That sounded nice.
That's
And
that's a good change too.
yeah, they
that-
got us right out of there, right? So it's just effect off, and we can do it on both sides. So now we have to choose the same thing over here, echo. Right now it's not on because we don't got it turned up.
Do it one more time.
Bueno, ahora sube el volumen porque te voy a poner a gozar.
It's just a trick, you know.
It's a trick.
But it's just a nice. Just having echo can get you out of it, or like it's starting to sound kind of bad and sounding kind of messy. You can just hit that button and pull it, and you're gonna be okay.
You know what I mean?
You can change it on the fly.
On the fly.
Yeah. So if you feel like it, you can just change it. You know.
But always the effects always has to be kind of.
You don't have to have it open. It's ready now. Now that we have it figured out with echo there, and that's really all. The only one you're gonna care about is echo.
That's
Yeah,
pretty
the
much.
other ones are okay. You can play with them, but let's look at them again. So we'll hit the effects.
That's what.
We got echo. We don't need. So there's all your choices. When you hit the little menu.
But that's in your opinion, the echo is the better, right?
That's the best one you really.
They
care
always
about.
kind of use. Él puede grabarme lo que te digo cuando dice DJ. Tírame.
Yeah.
Ahí lo voy a decir. Do you can record that
Oh
thing?
yeah, you can put that stuff in there too. Yeah. So you might have some already. Let's take a look here.
Mira, pues cómo lo graba, pues. Eso es lo que todavía no sé. Yo le había dicho a él. ¿Sí?
En ese sistema que tú tienes.
¿Sí?
My goodness.
Just put it one song like say DJ Tigre.
Right. We could record it and put it in there.
Yeah, that's what I wanted you to do. Just to show me how it is.
Yeah, first we'd have to record the sample, or we have to find the sample.
Okay.
So it's either on the internet, or we make it. Right.
If we make it, where is the way?
You put it inside the next little tab here. So we have effects, and then we have the sampler. And that's what
Oh,
these
that's
little-
the sample. That's
Yeah.
coming up to the computer too, right?
Yes, and that's when you hit this button.
Oh, that's the sample. I know you showed me the one day when I was in the
Yeah.
shop, but I don't remember.
Yeah, we mainly need samples. So
Say it now. How I can record?
I have some samples. Let's see here.
Porque son ejemplos
Assorted sounds.
y ahí los grabas. Él me había enseñado hace un tiempo, pero a mí se me olvidó y lo habíamos hecho, pero sí se puede grabar ahí con mi voz. Pero es que graban unos que graban y ponen sus.
So that's one. Let's find one we like. It's pretty cool. It's not the DJ one. We have to find that, you know.
Eso lo que él está poniendo son los
So
sonidos.
let me get
Ajá.
you set up with those. So somewhere here.
Mi amor, a ver, dame si crees. A ver, do you have any piece of I can use this for be cleaning this. I don't want to be you. Hold on, hold
I'm
on.
not too worried about it, but yeah, let's see.
No, let me do it.
Is that gonna work?
Yep,
Cool.
I got it.
Yeah, it's a mess around here.
Sorry.
Oh, you're fine, no worries.
Ahí está.
Not the first. Here comes samples, and now we can put that over here. So that's just loading up. You're gonna have a whole bunch to work with.
You loading in the computer now?
Yeah, so I'm putting it on the flash, and then we'll put it on your
Oh,
computer. And
okay.
then you'll have all the samples. It won't be DJ. We can record that.
That's what I want to do it too.
Yeah, we can do it now, or we can do it
No,
later.
I want that you go on the steps that you really thinking that it is right now.
Well, we gotta, really, there's a lot of practice that can go with what we learned already. And if we want, we can start. It's up to you, man. But like, it's almost 6:30, so we can go another hour and a half if you want.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, or we can.
Yeah, we can stop now if you want to.
It's up to you. I'm fine.
Yeah,
I don't want to do too much where you're like,
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, but let's get these samples on there, and that way we've gone through this. We've
Okay.
gone through the hot cues. The rolls are like, these are just your like effects. They're just fun. But the sample is how you get the DJ and stuff. So we're gonna figure that out. You got your echo loaded, and that you got to hit the effects button to get there. Right? If you want to make them special, if you want to customize it.
Customize it.
Right.
What about this? Because I know this is.
That's just to turn that effect on and off. So let's go back to it. So I'm gonna have you do it, Gustavo. I want you to make it echo. So you're gonna get it set, and then you just. Try to hit that echo. Fade it out.
What about all this?
There's just more.
There's more.
Yeah, if you want it. We were setting that up a second ago, so if we go back to our effects, so if we turn this one on, not very cool. Yeah. Cheesy. Not cool, right? So that's why the other ones aren't that good. This one's reverb. That's kind of nice. So that makes it sound far away. It's like
You can take it up.
Yep.
Come back.
Yep. And there's timing.
What does that mean?
So like that effect, reverb, it makes it sound like you're like, hello, like you're in a big cave or something. When you get in like a big church or something like that, and it just feels huge, right? That's all it is make it sound like it's far away and in a big place, right? So when we turn on, it sounds like it's in a cave now, right? So you can just kind of listen and see what it sounds like, but it's not that great. It's not that great. This one's all that really matters. That's the best one.
The echo.
Yeah. So really that might be all you need, because filter and echo, these are your main effects. And then that glitch there. I just gotta turn. Usually I'll go all the way up.
All the way up.
Yeah, so I'll just turn the master down so I can go all the way up. Because you want to be able to rock it up there. And you might just do that sometimes. Just to show them that you're there. They're looking at you like. Just rocking with it. Just like that. Kind of thing, it's fun. People like it. And we need to be back at our. So like this little routine, I would have ready. Like this is a good start. Ready to go. It's just there waiting for you. All right, let's get some samples in there for you. Cool. And oh, only one USB, I think. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Cool. Now we're gonna go here.
Entonces parar, mi amor, ¿ves? 1 hora y media le dije, bye. Y la otra semana, o la siguiente práctica va a ser 1 hora y media más. Perdón. Bien. Lo por mucho. De verdad.
Sí, lo siento.
Está grabando.
Ok, no tengo hambre.
Mami, y le cuento después. Yeah, 1 hour and a half is good, so we would just do it in the next.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. Yeah, if we end at 6:30, it'll be 2
Yeah,
hours. What time
Yeah.
is it? Yeah, cool. Plenty of time. Cool. So now that's over there. So let's put some samples in. Alrighty. Oh, this one.
Huh? No?
So I made you a folder.
Okay, samples.
Right. So now we can go back to Serato and we can go to our sample section. So when we got to go to files, and you can make a sample crate over here.
Oh, we can?
Yeah. So let's see. Desktop. And then there's our folder right there. So now we need to create a crate. Rename it. Oh. Samples.
How I can delete that recorder, because I just tried the other day, that's nothing.
Let's see. I think it's a Control Delete. So you got to hit Control Delete.
Okay.
And it told us that on the bottom of the screen there. So you got
Okay.
to check for the prompt. So I just made a new playlist.
Okay.
There's the samples I just put on the computer. Now I'm going to drag that over to the playlist. And now it's loading them all up. At least that's how it should work. You can always go like this too. Oh, there's a lot in there. Okay, so I hit the sample section, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now we're just gonna go in here and look for some stuff. Vocal phrases, here's vocal shots. I'm not sure what I'm loading up, we're gonna check it out.
Okay.
So because I loaded one in there, it's there now. Now here's your volume to the samples.
No,
That's
okay.
what the middle is. So now we got that in there. We can go grab another one. Throw it in, see what we get. Okay. Now it kind of sounds like we're scratching, right? So these could be anything, but this is just what I got loaded up all, quickly.
That's sample.
All right, that one. So open on. Here's words. Let's try that.
One, one, one. Two, two.
Woo. Like that one.
Do you made those? Or
No.
this is you?
Yeah, I just have them. Collection. That sounds good. You're like. Boom.
Boom.
Right? Kind of thing, right? So.
Two. One, 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 two.
See what else we get. So we're just trying stuff out, and this is going to be at home.
Baby,
Ooh.
baby, baby, baby.
It's gonna get my song going.
You can save those right there too in the sample.
Yeah, they just stay there. You'll close it and open it, it'll still be
The same
there.
thing, you can delete it like shift.
Yep, shift delete.
Okay.
Let's see. At least, you just might replace it.
1,
I think it's shift delete. Shift delete. Usually it is on that, but not in this case. So it might be a special way to delete samples.
1,
I know you can drag a different one on top of it, like that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
baby, baby,
Baby,
baby, baby.
baby.
That's all. It's definitely cool when you have your own stuff in there.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, you get a recording like "Happy Birthday" or whatever.
That's what
you
I
know.
say.
Baby.
I like that one. What's funny is, you know how sometimes you mess up, you hit the wrong button. You could have like a doo doo doo, you know, that kind of stuff, like funny stuff. You know, like a car crash, like you know, you can play that really quick. When
Or
you mess
drums.
up. Yeah, you know, anything to kind of like, let's say that we accidentally messed up, then we're just like echo.
Baby.
Everybody's like woo, boof, boof, play. You know,
Yeah.
it's all about the recovery, right? How you can come out on the other side. Let's see what we got here. That's cool. These are all pretty cool.
Bass, 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 bass.
It's a little bit more hip hoppy, you know. But they're cool. Vocal phrases. Let's see what this one's like.
Boom boom, smash smash boom boom.
Back again.
I figured we'd find a DJ one by now.
Clap your hands. Clap your hands. Clap your hands. Keep the wipe alive. Keep the wipe alive.
So I gave you like 5,000 samples. So
Oh, 5,000.
There might be too many in there.
That's what it is?
Again. Back again.
Oh, I can figure it out, man. That's good, but that's cool. I would be play with those. I mean, you know what I mean?
Bass, 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 bass.
Back again. Back again.
And the way to be recorded of my voice is different way.
Yeah.
We will do it the next time.
Yeah, I mean, I can do it pretty quickly. It just takes it'll take time.
Yeah, no, that's
know.
okay. I mean, you teach me later on. I mean, the next class. What about the scratches? Because I see people using this
Yeah.
as scratches. When's really those? I mean, I don't.
I never do.
No.
I've never ever cared.
I see a guy's like.
Yeah, if you don't do it good, people hate it.
Yeah, that's what I
Right?
say.
Yeah, and most of the time you're like, stop, right? And you can overdo it. So like it's another nice way, just like we're like boom, boom, play, right? It's just like you can let it go and play. It looks cool.
Show me like.
Yeah, I mean it's not. I'm not any good at it. But like let's say, so we get to our cue. So instead of hitting the button, we can be like, what do you say? So you got two songs. You know, I don't like it.
Oh,
And
okay.
usually what they do usually is, so you're bringing it down so they don't hear the backup. And you got to be good at it. If you're good, you're like fast, fast, fast. You know, but it's hard.
Some people like to be here that thing.
Yeah. It's a different type of DJing.
And it's or depend on the kind of music, right?
Yeah, different type, and you have to be really good at it.
Yeah,
it takes
otherwise-
a ton of practice. It's like playing guitar or something.
Same thing, right?
Yeah, you gotta like learn it just like that.
Okay, I just
So
curious.
it's not for everybody. Not for the way I like it, anyways. Too.
Okay.
It's usually hip hop.
Hip-hop.
Typically rap. Cool. So we got you samples. We've walked through the mixer. We know we can load it to either side. We got our effects on both sides there. We got our sample volume in the middle, and those light up when they're samples and when we dragged them in. To get to the section where we dragged them in, we had to hit the little section up there, the SP6. Now, all those samples are on your desktop. This is your desktop. So there's where they live, right? So I had to navigate until we can figure this out, but I need to learn how to put your samples. Oh, here they are now. They were just loading up. Look.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're coming back now.
Yeah, no.
Maybe because there was so many, right?
5,000, yeah. So
I was thinking, right?
Yeah, there's tons in there. Look at all that.
So it's better I can
So now you can just click that. You don't even have to mess with anything else. So cool, let's check that out. So now we're just in samples, and there's really nothing to organize them, so it's kind of hard. But you can go in and tag them as you go. Like we
Put
can,
a name of it?
Yeah, you know, you can go in there and say, like once you hear what it sounds like, be like car crash.
Okay.
You know,
gotcha.
whatever it is. And then that way you can then organize and get to it. And so we could just open it, like here's comment right here. So we'll put comment right there. And now you can put whatever you want, when you want. Good one. And if you don't like it, you could just delete it right then and there. So now we can open up our little sampler and make sure we're in the sample section over here, which we are. Now I'm just start dragging them in. Bring it up.
Check it out.
Ooh,
Check it
that's cool.
out.
So we'll just go. So like now, I would go over here and say, check it out. Right. We'll go grab another one.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2.
Okay.
1 2.
And this would be that practice of just like finding what you like. And you might spend a whole, like, all right, today I'm just going to go through these and find what I want. It may take you an hour, it may take a few minutes.
I gotta be put it on it.
Yeah. And that's the work that nobody sees.
10, 9, 8,
Ooh, countdown.
7.
That's good, man.
That's New Year's,
5,
right? So we just go in there and count down.
3, 2, 1. Ignition. Let's get it started.
Right?
Yeah.
You know? What else? What else we got?
Crank it up, baby. Back again. Check it out. Check 1 2. 1 2. 10, 9.
And you just always bring it down.
That's because that's control, right?
Right. Cool. So we got your samples in the sample folder. We know we can hit the sampler to get there. We got our effects section. We got the sample section.
What I mean that's record right there.
So record is
That's
to make your mix.
That's what you.
Yeah, that's how, and that's going to be where we want to. When we're done with classes, we want to get you to the point where you have a mix that when people want to hear what you're sounding like, when you're like, you want to hire me,
Okay.
you can give.
That's
them,
in the end.
Yes, you can give them music. I mean, we can get there quick, but you got to be.
No,
it's going to take the practice to be able to make a good mix.
Okay, got it. No, I got it.
Right. Yeah. So that kind of deal. Now, what we can do, Gustavo, between here and when we see each other next, you can make if you find your favorite music, find like you're like if they wanted to have Gustavo come and be his favorite music DJ, no requests, whatever, just like I want to hear what you want to play, Gustavo. Then put all that together in a playlist, and we'll practice the songs that we want to work with, and develop a cool mix, so that you know for like an hour you're gonna have the best tunes, the most favorite stuff. And the goal is that we can pick them on the fly and go, but it's nice to say 50 songs, you get it all in one place. You're like, I love all these songs. And if I want to rock the party, it's like, okay, it's dinner time. We're playing the chill stuff. It's like, okay, let's dance. You're ready. You pick that playlist, and then we'll make a recording of those songs.
Okay.
Being DJ'd, right?
That's good.
And if anything, we can record it together, just hanging out right here.
Okay.
Yeah. So even if I have to help you get there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess we're good.
Yeah. So, as far as we can just keep on going, Gustavo, I'm not worried about like every time you come over, you don't got to have like cash on you and stuff like that.
No, okay.
Yeah, it's whatever.
Okay.
If you want to wait for paydays and stuff
all
like
right.
that.
That's good.
It's all cozy, man.
All right.
We're friends. Okay, so we'll just put on the clock that we got 2 hours in. It's exactly 2 now. That's very good. You feel like you got something out of it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And then what I'm going to do is edit the video. So it's this nice little bite-sized thing. Take out the smoke breaks and stuff. And then it'll be nice and easy to watch. And you can go back and watch it again. And I'll text you a link. And you'll just take the link and send it. I'll just ask you for your email.
Yeah, I
get
have
your
it.
email easy enough, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to send you the video to email.
Oh, that's good.
And then you can just watch it.
That's awesome.
I'll have it knocked out in like a day or two.
That's awesome. I like it. Okay.
Yeah, and if you want to do it, same time next week or whatever.
Yeah, I will text you.
Yeah, just hit me up. What's good, okay?
That's good. And
Yeah.
I guess with different new stuff that I was kind of, because I remember when I was with you in the shop, I know you teach me some stuff, cool
Yeah.
stuff, and I just always kind of forget it because I don't really
Man, the
practice.
stuff of like how to find the song, like those moments of like getting the song at the same place, to walk through that, we got to get the song at the same timing, and then we got to find that right part to hit play. That's the whole thing, man. You know, everything else is fun and cool and like gets you
That's
better.
the beginning is kind of the
Yeah, you got cue points.
the hot cue. That's the
Hot cues, getting the songs in the right spot, going by BPM. All of that's going to make you be much better.
that's the principle.
Yes, yeah. We get them in the same time, making sure these buttons are
Bow
on.
with binaural and,
Yeah.
and tempo.
All that stuff's going to make it sound, you're going to be like, oh, wow, I'm doing it. You know, as you go practice what we just learned, you're going to find it working easier for you because we have these different ideas in mind, you know. Do you have any, like when you get home, do you think you can open this up and do what we did, like, you know, practice? Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah, we'll be proud tomorrow.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
cool. Just make sure you don't need any
Yes.
questions or anything.
No, I guess I got. I mean, I got what I see now, and that's kind of.
Yeah.
I just kind of confused for the sync. That's the only thing. But I would be just worried. But like you said,
Yeah, you got to make sure you turn it off. It's just whenever, it's mainly just that you don't always need it. It's just like it helps you feel comfortable that you can, it's locked, it's good, you know.
Okay.
There's people that'll say, don't touch it. You
Okay.
know? So it's kind of a mixed bag. I just want you to know it's there, and it's there to glue it together, but it can be a bad thing if you don't take it off. You know what I mean?
okay.
Yeah. Don't forget your filters too. Doing that little half turn,
Yeah.
you know, is really good.
And I know you mentioned this is the master for volume master.
Yeah.
This is really for my extra speaker,
Yes.
and this is really for
The mix of the
The mix
headphones. Yep. And then don't when you know how we kept going back to trying the same thing. If you feel like, oh man, I almost did that just right, just like back it all up and try again. You know, practice that echo over and over. Oh, the timing changed. Effects. There it is. So you can just do that too. There's lots of, you know, it's like there's no, when it comes to like doing something that sounds cool, like if you can make it sound cool, do it, you know. It's just dance with it, you know.
I got you.
Yeah.